Welcome back to Road Work for Your Work Week, where Doug Turnbull and I break down any construction and road projects you need to know about for the week that will affect your commute. So let's talk about what's on the agenda for today. First, Edgewood Avenue sewer repair, and then second, a Peachtree Road closure in Chamblee. So let's get to it. Here's a map of those two projects. We're going to start, Doug, in downtown Atlanta, talking about Edgewood Avenue. Now, this is an emergency sewer repair, closing Edgewood Avenue between Jesse Hill Jr. Drive and Piedmont Avenue until early November, Doug. So folks really have to get used to these detours here.
For sure. If you're a Georgia State student, a Grady Hospital employee, or maybe somebody visiting a patient there, this is just west of the downtown connector, Edgewood, between Piedmont and Jesse Hill. And thankfully, there are a lot of parallel streets right nearby. So we know, Rachel, that ATL DOT's mapped out a detour involving Auburn Avenue that takes you between Piedmont and Jesse Hill. And then there's some others you could take wider out, John Wesley Dobbs and Ellis Street. The thing is, though, at least it's just a short segment,
right,
Rachel, that's blocked, so you can still access the businesses and whatnot nearby.
Yeah, certainly. I think the first 2 days might be rough as people get used to it, but then they'll learn, hey, this is closed. Learn to get around it. It'll get a lot easier. So let's go way back up wide here to look at our other projects. So we just finished covering Edgewood Avenue. Thumbs up there. Let's zoom into Chamblee. That's where Doug is standing. Doug, this is your neck of the woods. A closure on the intersection of Peachtree Road and Malone Drive set to begin on Wednesday for up to 8 weeks. What's going on where you are, Doug?
For sure, and I've reached out to Chamblee officials to figure out what time of day that starts, because if it's in the morning, that's a mess. I'm right here next to the Chamblee MARTA station, and behind me, you can see actually on Malone Drive, crews that are working to replace the sewer line. This is part of a multi-year sewer repair and replacement project. Peachtree Road's going to be shut right there in Malone, Rachel, and you've been through this area too, right in downtown Chamblee. You've got to use Chamblee Tucker and Chamblee Dunwoody Road to connect between Peachtree Boulevard and New Peachtree, which are your alternates that run parallel.
Yeah, and Doug, you mentioned they're doing a lot of these kinds of projects in the city of Atlanta and around the city of Atlanta, which is actually a good thing.
It sure is. I mean, look, Chamblee, downtown, midtown, they all have more people moving in town and closer to the city. You got to have capacity to keep up with that. And also, we have an aging sewer system in both of these places. If you don't make the repairs, well, we've seen the problems that can happen. So they're trying to get ahead of the game here at Chamblee and do that fix downtown, too.
Certainly. Thanks so much, Doug. And thank you all so much for watching Road Work for Your Work Week. Stay with us here on 11 Alive Plus. A lot more coming up.